Okay, me and Sienna were gonna make this video, but she has to work. So let's go over our 6 month what is it called?
Food inspection?
Food inspection prep. I really can't think of words anymore. I have two lists.
We're old.
Two lists. Okay. So this will probably be like a 10-minute video. I'm going to go over a bunch of things that we can no longer be doing, especially in like the next month until Dwayne gets here. It should be things that are followed all the time, but pay more attention to the personal ones now. Okay, the first one is towels. Towels cannot be on the counter. We can have our towels hanging like on the side where they are, and then like our white towels, and then blue towels in the sanitizer bucket, and then in the cup of the sanitizer solution for the steam wand. And those towels have to stay in the buckets staying wet. I see a lot of people taking them out and leaving them like sitting on the side of the buckets. They have to be in the buckets. And then since we got the black mats for the cafe at night, like after they're washed and reset, when you guys were closing the cafe, you were kind of washing them and putting the blue towels over them to like keep them clean. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, keeping them clean. But then they're left there, and even like the people working the next morning are leaving them there instead of taking them off. So we're just gonna stop doing that at all. No more blue towels covering anything or sitting on the counter. No towels on any counters. If you wash your hands, dry your hands, hang it back up, don't sit it on the counter. That's major points off. And when you wash your hands in the cafe, you have to use a paper towel. You can't wash your hands and then turn around and use the towel on the fridge.
Soap has to stay stocked.
I'll get that. I'll get there. I got a list.
I know what it is.
Changing the water. Always have the timer going. When we're changing the water, the wash sink gets like hot or warm water with the glug of pink soap, and then the rinse sink is empty. That's for rinsing dishes, rinsing dirty dishes, and then putting those rinsed off kind of clean dishes in the soap. We're not putting dirty dishes in the soap because then you have to change your soap every 5 minutes. And those gallons of soap are like mad money. So rinse the dishes first and then put them in the sink, and then wash them with the soap, and then rinse them off again, and then put them in the sanitizer. But the sanitizer sink, we have a timer on that for an hour. The timer's for the sanitizer specifically because it stops working after a while. And it also stops working when it gets dirty, when it gets cloudy, when it gets soap in it. So if there's 45 minutes left on the sanitizer, but the water looks like crap, it has to be emptied and done again. It can't be dirty water. It's got to be clean, clear water in the sanitizer bin. And when you change the sanitizer, you also have to change the red bucket that's in the cafe, and you have to change the little thing by the steam wand. Those have to be cleaned and refreshed every time as well, because if those are dirty and the sanitizer is no longer working, then you're just using dirty, gross water to clean all the tables and surfaces. Wash your hands. Wash your hands all the time. Wash your hands when you walk into work. If you're just coming off the clock to make a drink, wash your hands. Wash your hands after touching the garbage, after changing the garbage, after taking the garbage out. Wash your hands after handling a lot of money. Wash your hands after scratching your face, after blowing your nose, after picking your nose, after picking your butt. Wash your hands after you cough, after you sneeze. Wash your hands when you're working on the floor or doing anything on the play floor, and come back to the cafe, wash your hands. If you're touching your hair, if you're eating something.
Tell a customer to wait 2 minutes.
Yeah, and like even if there's a customer there waiting to check out and you say, just a second, let me wash my hands really quick, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, great. They're never gonna be like, oh, why do you have to wash your hands? When you're looking at our reviews on Facebook and Google, every single review is like, man, that place is so clean. That's for a reason, and we're gonna keep it that way. So wash your hands. Can you, I don't know what your code is. Let's see. And then next in that is going to be hair. If you are, well, everybody should have their hair up. I know sometimes I wear my hair down if I'm sanitizing or if I know I'm going to be spending the day as like a party host and I'm not going to be behind the cafe, but we should all have our hair up, especially if we are going to be checking in on computers because we're touching cups and we're writing out cups and we're washing dishes. And especially the bar person, you cannot make a drink if your hair is not up out of your face or if you don't have a hat on. Even if you're coming in off the street to make a drink, put up your hair or have one of us make it for you. Jewelry. If we are behind the bar, we cannot have jewelry on. You can wear a plain wedding band and like post earrings without like a gem in them, like just plain posts. But that's it. We can't have dangly earrings. Only a manager is allowed to wear a watch. We can't have necklaces. If we're behind the bar, no jewelry at all. And then nails. Acrylic nails are fine. Painted nails are fine, but no press-on nails, please, because we have found more than one press-on nail in this place, like every month. And, you know, I don't know if it's a customer and it just kind of gets like stuck on a shoe or whatever or around, or if it's ours. We found one in the sink once. I found one under the fridge once. Micaiah. No press-on nails, please. And keep them clean. Don't like dig around in your garden for 6 hours and then come into work without like really cleaning your nails. Uniforms. Please wear your work shirts if you have them and they're clean. If you don't have a clean shirt, I know some people only have 1 or 2 shirts. If you don't have a clean work shirt, please only wear like a plain, like black or white, you know, or whatever colored shirt, nothing with a big picture or a graphic or like a band on it. And then just take one of our white cup stickers and just put it on your shirt. Please don't wear no other shirts, no like sparkly sequins tops, nothing. Just something plain and then put a sticker with your name on it. The only caveats would be if you don't have a clean work shirt, the Emily Squad shirt's okay and Brittany's mom's shirt's okay. But please wear appropriate tops and shorts. Shorts are okay, but they have to be fingertip length. If you're getting dressed in the morning and your shorts aren't fingertip length, please pick something else to wear. Please, thank you. And then shoes. Shoes have to be worn behind the cafe. Even if you're just coming back to wash your hands, please throw on a pair of slides or steal somebody else's Crocs like I do. Put something on your feet when you're coming behind the cafe every single time. Okay.
No food, or did you say no food on
I'm working my way down the list. Employee food and drinks and snacks. Please keep your drinks in the back on the counter. Your food, if you're done eating, please throw it away. There's always just like food left in the back or packages or like open chips. Please throw it out. Your lunch, if you're bringing lunch from home, please put it in a lunchbox or like a plastic bag. And preferably keep it in the pantry chef fridge, like throw it in the drawer or something down at the bottom, especially if our back fridge is full. But please keep it separate. If y'all are like ordering food and, you know, just grabbing it and putting the rest in the fridge for later, please like wrap it up in a plastic bag. Don't just like take your McDonald's bag and just throw that open in the fridge. Please wrap it up, put it in another plastic bag, keep it separate, and then don't leave it in there for a week, because I throw away y'all's like Wingstop nasty old fries and stuff all the time, and it's gross. If there's expired food or drinks from the cafe, throw them away. Don't leave them on the back and be like, oh, there's a bunch of expired pretzels if anybody wants them. Throw them out. Because if a food inspector comes in, we can't say, oh, well, that's for somebody else. we will like get shut down for having expired food in here. So just throw it out. The bottles of syrup that are expired, pour them out and throw them out. Please stop leaving empty bottles of syrup on the back counter. Throw them out. If there's 2 little tiny squirts in there, please throw it out. We don't need a collection of empty bottles of syrup in the back. Let's see. And then make sure we're dating everything. All those syrups, all the Lotuses, they get marked for 6 months from the day that you open them. Every single item in the cafe, every single like drink or food item has to have a date on it. If you're not sure what the date is supposed to be or what you should be marking it, just ask somebody that you're working with. At the end of the night, when we're cleaning the cafe and we're doing the floors, please make sure all of like the racks that like we keep the ice on and the racks that we keep like the bus tub on, pull them out and clean the floors like underneath stuff. Don't just do like the 2 stripes in the middle of the cafe, because that's not where it's dirty, because all the ice and coffee and stuff goes underneath everything. Pull everything out and clean underneath. And please make it a habit to like spray down and wipe the garbage bins and stuff too, and like the espresso garbage can, because that stuff is like nasty as hell and customers can see it too. It's gross. And keep the garbage in the espresso bin covered, please, when not in use. And then going off that, the like weekly deep cleaning and slow season, like the sanitizing, like the deep cleaning of toys on the floor, that's not really getting done. So if it's slow, we can do that as well. We're doing the slow season sanitizing. We've broken it up into a couple days for you guys, so it's not 7 hours of cleaning every day for a toy that might not have been used. We made it a little bit easier for you guys, but those couple things that we're cleaning, if we could just make sure that we're cleaning them really well and really deep cleaning them instead of like, oh, I'm just spraying the Barbies, they're done, I won't have to touch them again until next week. Because some of this stuff is only getting cleaned like 2, maybe 3 times a week now, so we want to give it like a really good deep cleaning scrub. The things that are in the buckets, take them all out. Please spray with the Purell and then like the wet red sanitizing wipes. Clean the buckets and clean every single item and make sure they're going back into the right place, because so often now all the buckets in the place are filled with random stuff that doesn't even belong in them. So we're not even like going through and cleaning the buckets. Okay. And then of course, food items, things that you eat or drink can't be mixed on shelves with cleaning items, which is chemicals. So like paper towels and napkins, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean like bottles of Purell and like toilet cleaner. Those cleaning chemicals always have to be on the very bottom. They cannot be above anything, because if they break, if they crack, if they leak and drip, they're leaking on food and items that people are putting their mouth on, and they can be poisoned. So that's the reason why chemicals have to be on the bottom, and then food things can go over them. I've been seeing people leave the red packs of sanitizer on the same rack where like the coffee bags go, and that can't be on the same rack. The sanitizers have to be below that. And the like spray cleaners that we're using in the cafe or the kitchen, they can't be left on the counter. They have to be then, like if you're actively cleaning it, that's one thing, but you can't leave cleaners sitting on the counter. They have to be put on the floor or back on the rack where they go. I think that's it for prepping for food inspection.
Don't leave the fridges open. If you take something out,
don't leave the fridge open. I'm very guilty of this. I open the fridge and I pour my milk and then I throw it back and I close the fridge. I do that all the time. And the reason why we shouldn't do that is because that bar fridge sucks and it doesn't stay as cold as it should. So it should be, the milks in there cannot go above, 41 degrees?
Yeah.
41 or 42 degrees or something like that.
Pretty much if you're here and he asks about them, we
Yeah.
tell him we get rid of them
Yeah.
at the end of the night.
So that fridge sits between like 40 and 50 degrees, and that's the lowest it will go to. So we basically use it like as a cooler during the day. And that's the reason why we don't keep things in it at night and that we empty it, because it doesn't stay cold enough. So like if you are here when the food inspector is here, he will take those milks out and he'll pour them into a cup and he'll check the temperatures on them. And they've always been fine because we keep them in the regular fridge at night. And then we tell him that at the end of the day we dump them out.
And a lot of time we go through
And-
it all anyway.
But we usually are going through them all in the course of a day, and it's like not the same milk that's been sitting in there the entire day. We always go through like one of everything, except on a short day, and on a short day they're not in there for the entire day. So keep that door on that fridge shut because it doesn't kick the temp on like it should. And just keep it cool in there. Make sure the lids are on everything. Nothing can be in a fridge without a lid for a long period of time. And then wash your hands. Anything else to add? Because I have other things to talk about that I'm just going to throw on the back of this, but as far as food safety goes.
That's the main stuff that
Yeah.
everyone has to.
And when Dwayne comes, he is incredibly very, very nice. He's very nice.
Either if it's working, I'm gonna lose it.
He has a crush on Amanda. Okay, so that's the end of food safety prep. A couple extra things to add are everybody that has an Apple phone and isn't apparently a loser like me and Maritha and Abiel with our Androids. Sienna has a cleaning album that you can access that has videos of like how to do a couple things. So check those out. Let's get better at teamwork when we're closing. Instead of saying, oh, my ride's here, or oh, I'm done with what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna sit around. Like, ask your coworkers what they need help with. Help each other. Stop trying to like close in 10 minutes and run out of here. Like, you're getting paid to stay here for 2 hours after closing. Why would you not want to, like, that's your paycheck. Like, we're not saying hurry up and get out of here as fast as you can. You know, you're getting paid. Stay and close and get your money's worth. Let's see. We have some review packets up front for employee reviews. Everybody's got one with their name on it. Please pick it up and take it home and fill it out and bring it back in. And then Marisa would like everyone to know that she does not want anybody messaging her anymore unless it's something that you guys are talking about between yourselves. If you need anything regarding work, message either me or Sienna, not Marisa, because she's about to jump off a bridge. Okay, I think that's it. If anybody has any questions or comments or just wants to chat, just let me know. Thank you. Bye.